All right, next up, repping Jersey. It's one of our podcasters. This is Karev.
Peace, MC. How you doing, bro?
You, what's good, man? How you, brother?
Holding on with two hands, man. God is good. You know what I'm saying?
For
I
sure,
want
for
I
sure.
want to give you credit because you helped me make my first band. Let me tell you a
Yeah.
funny story. Tell you a funny story.
Uh,
So I was a reckless young man. I got kicked out the house, right? So no long and behold, my man was like, "Yo, I'm going to Virginia. What you trying to do?" I said, "I'm going to Virginia too. What's up?" So I went
hmm
to Virginia, found myself on the college campuses, right? Back then, people in the South wasn't getting our music real fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you had a song and nobody, people up here barely played it, but down there, let's just say Philly had a big representation on that campus, and you helped me survive a couple weeks of being on my own with no bread to sleep in, and I had to move some stuff, and you was the soundtrack that got me to eat. So salute to you. I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate being a part of that, man. Thank you,
Yeah.
man. For
I want to ask you a question. Hip hop is a sport, right? Is
Yeah,
boxing one of your favorite sports?
boxing is my very most favorite sport ever. Yeah. hmm
One thing I like about you, you remind me of some of my favorite boxers. Because when you rhyme, you have punch and you have delivery. What makes Peedi Crakk that man? Is it his punch when he rhymes or his delivery?
I'm gonna say more so the delivery because I'm not the biggest punch liner, you know what I mean? Even though I try to make sure everything lands with some type of sense to it, but I could say a bunch of bullshit that don't really mean nothing, but I know how to say it real fly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm gonna say it slick and I'm gonna say it with some swag in it, and we ain't gotta be talking about nothing. So I might say the delivery more so than the punch because for years I would just be having fun rhyming. It really ain't gotta make super sense. I mean, I ain't talking about nothing retarded, but it ain't I ain't teaching you nothing. But now I'm hitting points and you know what I mean? It's a little more mature crack now. So it's punch and delivery now. You know what I'm saying? Heavily. So combination of both, but more so the delivery.
I would say this. One of the most amazing things you ever delivered for my fandom is
hmm
2K7 Brand New Funk with you with Jazzy Jeff. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that about you because you never left home. You always take Philly with you. And I always say Jersey and Philly, we always got that reputation as being two of the best, but some other folks didn't really partake in us like that too much. I'm gonna just put it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, I'm a proud Philly representative, man. And I grew up, I'm inspired by Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wear it on my back wherever I go, they gonna know. That's why if you listen to all my old joints, almost every song or freestyle, I mention Philly in that joint. I couldn't help it, you know what I mean? But as far as the brand new funk joint, that was dope because that was because I did a lot of people joints over, like Mona Lisa, Slick Rick, and all of that. But I just did them. You know what I'm saying? I actually did that with Jazzy Jeff at his crib. You know what I'm saying? He requested for me to come there and do that joint. And it's kind of real quick, a quick little funny little story. Charlie Mack called my management for me to come down to Jeff crib out and way out in Delaware somewhere. I get there. As soon as I get there, the crib, big mansion, and Jeff is in there sitting on the island in the kitchen, right? And I automatically felt like I was in a episode of Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I swear to God, it felt like I was in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I'm in this mansion. It's like I see Jazz right here. He's talking to me. Yeah, it was just weird, man. But we ended up going in the basement. I didn't know that Jeff be that he might take a little hit of the weed every now and then. You know what I mean? I don't smoke, but I was trying to be cool and I hit the weed with him and got all spaced out and couldn't do the verse. I couldn't do the verse. And he like, yo, you cool, Petey? I said, yeah, I'm all right. But it took me, I was sitting there for like an hour. I can't even write. He like, yo, you want to come back and do it? I said, yeah, if you let me come back. But I know in my head, I'm like, yo, he just being nice, bro. I ain't never gonna see this nigga again. Like I'm like, yo, I just didn't mess this up. Like I just ruined this. So I leave and I tell my manager, I'm like, yo, bro, I think I fucked that up. I hit the weed. I can't function. Like I'm back and weird right now. So we just hope that he hit us a couple days later, like, yo, you all coming back up? And I went back up sober and he touched shit. It got right to business. You know what I
You
mean?
made
And we end
you
up
made
doing it.
history.
Then we end up shooting the video and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one thing I'm gonna say before I want to pass the mic to my fellow Fleet DJs. I
Mhm.
appreciate you because in hip hop, so many people get lost in mainstream underground, and now that we got streaming, and so you have oversaturation. I want to say hip hop does a piss poor job of saying thank you. So I want to tell you thank you for being yourself. Thank you for
No.
keeping your own style. Thank you for having your own swag, and most importantly, you're part of the Cool Dad Club now with your baby saying your mom. So
Yeah.
so thank you for passing the legacy of our culture to the next generation. That's awesome. I invite you to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. I'm a member of New Jersey, New Jersey and Pennsylvania Fleet. So it's an honor to have you represent us. And most importantly, the last thing I'm going to say is may God bless you, because at the end of the day, you have set the foundation for people to follow you. So 500 years from now in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, when your AI comes out and they play your music, just remember you inspired generations of hip hop with your voice, and I honor you. Peace, bro.
Damn, thank you, my brother. I love you for that, man. I truly appreciate you saying that to me. Thank you, brother.